Okay, today being the 21st of March, the first full day of spring, and of course, last Saturday we had a spring ahead when we went on to daylight savings time, which is still messing me up here whenever it was back a while ago. But anyway, I have my Jeopardy calendar here. I got a few things I want to share with you. See if you know the answer. I'll give you some clues. And maybe, this is a tough one. Familiar phrases. $1,000. That means this answer is requires a hard question. But this is really too bad because I knew it. So, March 1st, this is one that I said March 1st, and I'm going to show that to you. Anyway, when you shift responsibility, you pass the buck. People pass the buck. You say, yeah, it's his fault, or he didn't do this, or something. But when you ask for donations, you pass this accessory. Actually, it's a piece of clothing that I thought of, and we go to church, or if we go to church, what happens is it passed the plate. But no, this is here a piece of clothing, so you have to tell me what the name of it is. All right, this was the 2nd of March, so that was my birthday. We'll see what happens here. It takes a villain. Gee, that's a dumb category. $400. He says the movie line, if you don't know the power of the dark side. Well, I would have no idea, except that I looked it up, and I'll tell you. So it's a villain. And then once I heard it, I remember this guy laying on the railroad tracks and so forth. But this here, when I said the dark side, it sounds like it might be Darth. And, no, let's see. No, it wasn't the railroad tracks. Wait a second, that fell down on me. The dark side, okay, yeah, like dark side, Darth. And so you should know that one once I tell you. It's not the dark side, but the Darth. That was the 2nd of March. All right, let's go to the 3rd of March. This is one I knew. Or I didn't know. Well, I knew when I heard it, but I remember Dudley Do-Right. And he's Dudley Do-Right's dastardly mustachioed nemesis. Oh yeah, that's the guy that I remember. Dudley Do-Right on his horse, and he's kind of like a Mountie and that. But it takes a villain. But the villain, sometimes I remember seeing him laying on the railroad tracks or something. And let's see, can I give you a clue to that? The only thing I could think of was, if you got in a car accident and you hurt your neck, somebody hits you from behind, you might get one of these, but that was his last name. And so, see if you can think that one out. But that was March 4th. Oh, this one I had fun with, March 5th. Okay, gotta stay up there, guy. Anyway, here the answer is the 1967 finale. Whoops, stay there. Of The Fugitive. Oh, remember the show The Fugitive? Oh, golly whiz, I recall seeing that. A lot of you people weren't even born then, but I don't know if they still have reruns of that. But he was always on the go, The Fugitive, trying to stay ahead of somebody or another. But in the finale there, drew in 78 million viewers, surpassing the 73 million show who turned into the show Sunday. This was always the other show. They want you to name the show. And back in '64, well, gee whiz, I was in college, but I remember seeing Elvis Presley. A lot of guys got their start on that show. But The Fugitive had more viewers than this other show that was on Sunday night at 7 o'clock. And a lot of people got their start on that show. So you have to tell me, what was the name of that Sunday night show? Although I knew the 5th of March, I know the 6th of March. I think I know the 6th of March here. But this I don't remember 1845, but a U.S. Naval Academy was founded in this state. U.S. Naval Academy. I knew some people whose boys went to that Naval Academy, but what state was it? I'll tell you one thing, it was out east. It must be an easy question, but it's a state stuff. This is a state stuff question. Only $200, so it was fairly easy. So that's probably why I knew this northeastern state where there was a Naval Academy. I don't know, it seems like I might have asked you this once before, but geography. Geography, the first word I learned how to spell. Georgie eats old gray rats and paints houses yellow. That's how you spell geography. But this is a tough one apparently, and I can't remember if I knew it or I remember it anyway, but it's $1,200. Double jeopardy here. But the answer was, along the Mediterranean, there's a French and an Italian this. And so Italian for coast, I didn't know that, but it's a place where you may have people went there to honeymoon and so forth, kind of a romantic place. I think I asked that once before, but that's worth $1,200. So what was it? I think of the French always. The French what? There must have been some hard days in there because I went to the 10th, no, the 11th of March. Oh, this one here is okay. But I'll give you some help. 2,000, man, and I kind of knew this one, but I guessed, but then I looked to see what it was. This was back there. But founded in 1853, Washington University isn't in Washington, D.C. or Washington State, but in this city on the Mississippi River. Oh, I don't think I did know that one. I think I had it. But once the Mississippi River, well, if you go way up there and you know this city because they have a baseball team up there called the Cardinals. Oh, this is a good one too. This is Breakfast of the Champions. So this is my category here. $200. Gee, that's pocket change. But the answer is this cereal. Oh, cereal. I used to eat a lot of cereal. I don't eat cereal anymore. My wife does, but I don't think she buys this cereal. But this cereal has used the slogan, Breakfast of the Champions. And I used to sit when I was a kid and I'd read everything on the side and on the back of cereal boxes as I was eating my cereal. Although we didn't buy this one so much. I liked other ones better. I liked Cheerios and maybe even Corn Flakes was better than this one. But that was March the 13th, just not a little more than a week ago. But you got to tell me what's the name of that cereal. Oh, we're still into the Breakfast of Champions. Oh, this was the 14th. That was the 13th. We got through that day all right. That was a Monday. Lucky it wasn't a Friday. But anyway, Breakfast of Champions, $600, fairly difficult. A special maker with larger, deeper grids produces this Belgium type of these. Ooh, we just had some the other night. And I like them. We put maple syrup on them, and Gwen usually makes them with bacon and fried bacon, and we'll have this for supper. This is usually a breakfast food, but I also buy these over at Costco, and I was shopping the other day and I got a pretty good deal. My best deal for this breakfast food is at Costco. They're the least expensive anyway. That was March 14th. See what you think of that one. Well, this one here, this was March 16th. I don't know what happened to the 15th of March. 15th of March was my sister-in-law's birthday, but it must have been too hard for me to even keep the slip from the calendar. But here, time to go green. Oh, geez, I don't like that word green. Makes me think of a politician, lady politician from Georgia. But anyway, here, time to go green. And it's time for her to go, this politician, that's what I'm telling you. But here, the answer, types of gem cuts include this one named for a certain gem. It meant to intensify that stone's green color. Ooh, so you probably know that one. At least I knew that one, and so it's not can't be too hard if I knew it, but it was worth $400. So March 16th, you got to tell me what that was. You can ask a question. Actually, it's supposed to be a question because this is the answer. Oh, this is kind of my area, biology. You got botany and zoology and taxonomy and all the different. But here, the flower that you have I heard of, it's a pretty hard question. I see it's worth $1,200. And I knew this one, but you think about it, don't think too hard because it's not that hard. The rhododendron is usually this type of plant. And a pine tree, this type of tree. So just think of those green trees I have in the backyard here. What are they usually classified as? Because they, well, I can't tell you, otherwise you'll know the name, but that was March 17th. That was oh golly, where's that? Green Day. That's right, that's when we had St. Patrick. And whatever happened on St. Patrick's Day. Oh, I remember I played a song, one of my favorite Irish songs, and it was played at Elvis Presley's funeral. But this is a plant here. What do we call those plants that fit this category? But it's time to go green. That's the category. Oh, I'm not sure about this one. This was the 18th, last Saturday. But this was, oh yeah, this one I knew. I thought about it. I looked at it before I looked at the answer. I knew it because you guys will too because of their hats or caps that they wore. But the answer was formed in 1952. The United States Army Special Forces is also known by this name. Remember, it's time to go green. So that was March 18th. So those are some questions that I use to give my brain a little exercise every day. Some I know, some I look at the answers, but I picked out the easier ones and see what you could do with them. So that's it for today, the 21st of March. It's a Tuesday. There isn't much snow left. There it is out there. Oh, look who's coming. We just took a walk. Come here, bud. Come here. Come on. He was laying down over there. We put the garbage out. It's garbage day, and we took our run and so forth. But he's a happy dog. I just woke him up, so he's waiting for lunch. We have a couple of snacks at lunchtime, and he's happy. So that's it for the 21st of March.